guys, this is Ruthie with the Purple Backyard Farm, and I wanted to make a video about what it feels like to have low blood sugar. Now, I have low blood sugar. My husband has type 2 diabetes. So, right now I'm actually having a mild sugar moment. So, I wanted to share this with you guys in case you have low blood sugar, wonder if you might have it, and give you some information about it. Now, by no means am I a doctor or any of that. This is just my personal experience. Okay, I'm looking at food because I'm about to prepare myself something to eat. So, this is like practical. We had chicken for supper, so I'm going to make a few French fries and a little bit of protein. And that's because I'm dieting. So, here's what you feel like if you have low blood sugar. First of all, for me, I feel panicky. I feel extreme hunger. Now, this hunger is not too bad, but if I let it wait, it can get really bad. I feel like I'm going to cry. I might go through this depending on what I've been eating all week long or all, week. If I'm eating fruits and vegetables, I don't have as many attacks. If I'm eating sugar and candy, I will have a lot more. This is me. But, I will, eating a little protein helps, so I'm going to probably cut this and eat this is a really big chicken breast, so I'm going to probably eat maybe a third of this. And then for a few French fries, just to get my system moving, because really what happens is you should be grazing all day when you have low blood sugar. And you can even, like me, you can kind of overeat because you feel like you have to eat, so you kind of can get yourself in a situation if you're not careful. But on the other side, it's better to be overweight than to have your sugar messed up, obesity is when it's really a problem, a few extra pounds don't lose sleep over. So it comes and it goes. But anyway, so you feel extremely hungry, panicky. I feel like I'm going to cry. I feel like, just kind of weird, just fuzzy, weird. What else can happen is what happens if I don't eat? I'm going to feel worse. I could zone out. I could go into a coma, and I could die. People around me that don't know I have low blood sugar might not know what to do for me if I'm having like a big attack, which I've had many of those in the past, where all of a sudden it's almost like I can't communicate anymore. I'm almost to that point where I feel like I'm just like floating or dizzy. It's like almost like you're getting ready to faint. And then it's like get this sugar ASAP, and usually within a few minutes you'll feel better. Usually you'll sit down and just kind of calm down, and because for me, I start to feel like I'm going to cry, and I'm all upset about it because I don't feel right. And then within a few minutes, you feel good again. It's all about eating. Yogurt is an excellent thing. Protein is important, really important to eat protein if you have low blood sugar. Your fruits and vegetables. I found that when I'm eating the closest way that God made the food, fruits, vegetables, and all that stuff, getting my sugar from real food, I don't have as many attacks. But if I eat a lot of Cokes, candy, sweets, then I have more problems. But that's my experience with low blood sugar. Like I said, it's not something you want to play with. It's hard to diagnose, but you'll know it if you have it, because if you have it bad, because it's not a question of do I have it, you'll say, oh my goodness, I'm having these attacks all the time. And, where, like, it can happen every couple hours, every time you want to eat, depending on how your life is. And the best way to handle it is just every couple hours. Like today, I'm going to take this little meal here, and I'm going to split it up. I might eat this, take me half the day to eat this chicken and a handful of fries. But everybody has a different level where you've had enough of your sugar. You don't want to do this either. You don't want to be like weaning Like, I can't eat anymore because I'm on a diet. Well, that's stupid too. You've got to get enough food in you to get through that sugar attack and then go on to the next. That's my personal opinion. But like I said, um, all those signs, if you are having those, if you're having these moments that you feel like you're going to faint, you're going to pass out, you're extremely hungry, you're going to cry. Men may be different. Men could be anger. And the reason I share that is because women tend to cry, men get angry. So if a man is experiencing low blood sugar, and he'll know it because he'll have those moments where he's got to eat and he's going to faint and all that stuff. I mean, you know, if you're crying, want to cry all the time, if you're angry all the time, that doesn't necessarily mean that you have low blood sugar. If you find that it's around mealtime, you might want to just look into that. But that's the story on low blood sugar. I'll share some more if I, have another reason. But really, it's just really simple. What do you do for low blood sugar? Eat. They do have glucose pills, and you should always carry some, like a peppermint or candy around with you, just in case, because it's nothing worse than being in the car when you're like, I'm having a sugar attack right now. It's kind of like a surprise usually when they come. It's like, oh my goodness. And also too, I feel really weak. I feel really, really weak. And sometimes, like I said, I'll feel like I'm going to faint and I'm really drifting off. And it's really important for people around you to know that you have that, because if you have a moment, you won't be able to communicate with people, and they won't know what's wrong with you. They could think you're drunk. They could think you're messed up somehow. They won't know what's wrong with you. So you got to tell people that you're with all the time, hey, I got low blood sugar. And if you start to, like, if you're drifting off, and like I've been at jobs before, it was like I'm like holding on to the countertop, like I don't feel right, and I'm drifting off in a la la land because I needed something to eat right then. So, or I've ran into a restaurant, it's like, can you just give me my soda right now, and let me take a couple sips while I'm waiting, like, so I could get that sugar up. So, it's a little harder when you're working all the time, but, tell your boss you have low blood sugar so that you can carry a snack with you and that type of thing. So, if you have low blood sugar, let me know if that's something you're dealing with, or if you have type 2 diabetes. I like to share recipes and food and give you some tips. But like I said, I found the best way is to eat the food the way God made it, your proteins, your vegetables, and diabetics the same way, and moderation in all things. And guess what? Pretty much you're going to be in good health. But always, always, always talk to your doctor about it, because, in case something else is going on, or he might have a remedy that's best for you and your chemistry. Okay, God bless, and we'll see you in our next video.